The search continues today for a killer in connection with the death of 28-year-old Melissa Richmond. The body of the North Dundas woman was found in a ravine near the South Keys Shopping Centre Sunday morning. Richmond was last seen leaving her Winchester area home last Wednesday, and her vehicle was found a short distance from where her body was discovered. Ottawa police will only say their investigation continues and that there is no suspect description at this point. It's the 7th murder in Ottawa in 2013. A City of Ottawa lifeguard and Scouts Canada volunteer accused of sexually assaulting 3 boys is free on bail this morning. 30-year-old Scott Standley arrested by Ottawa police last week. A judge placed him on strict house arrest at his mother's home in the Trenton area and banned him from being alone with anyone under the age of 18. A publication ban has also been placed on the case. As Ontario's police watchdog investigates, hundreds of people took to the streets of Toronto last night to protest the police shooting death of an 18-year-old man. Tensions were tense at times as protesters marched through the city's West End. Sammy Yatim was killed on a streetcar during an altercation with police early Saturday. Ontario's police watchdog investigating the shooting, and Toronto Police Chief Bill Blair says the force will cooperate fully with that probe. A senior Liberal official says an email asking the Speaker of the Legislature to quash a contempt ruling was written with concern for a costly election. The email from Liberal campaign chair Don Guy emerged yesterday at Queen's Park. Guy says he sent the email to senior staff in Dalton McGuinty's office to avoid the $150 million election a contempt ruling could lead to. The Tories and the NDP say emails show the Liberals tried to convince Speaker Dave Levac to change his ruling that found Energy Minister Chris Bentley was in contempt. An RCMP officer has been found not guilty of lying at the public inquiry into the death of a Polish immigrant at Vancouver Airport. Constable Bill Bentley was one of 4 Mounties charged with perjury for his testimony at a public inquiry. A BC Supreme Court judge found Bentley not guilty yesterday, saying the Crown failed to prove Bentley knowingly made a false statement. The other 3 officers are expected to face trials later this year. A British Columbia man who killed his 3 children has lost his bid to be transferred to a psychiatric hospital in Manitoba. Alan Schoenborn has been held in a BC institution since he was found not criminally responsible for the 2008 slayings. He wanted to be moved to a hospital outside Winnipeg so he could be closer to his family. While a review panel approved the move, the BC Criminal Justice Branch rejected the transfer, citing the public's right to protection. Being warned not to eat a certain brand of Italian-made cheese this morning. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says Igor brand Gorgonzola cheese sold in 1.5 kilogram packages may be contaminated with listeria. The cheese was sold in Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Alberta. No illnesses have been reported so far. And Canadians believe the factors that most affect our health include how much money we make and how well we eat. Those are the findings in a new report to be released today by the Canadian Medical Association. It shows Canadian cites 4 main factors as having a significant impact on their health. They would be income, housing, early childhood development, and nutrition. The report makes a dozen recommendations on what actions governments and individuals can take to healthier lives.